Good evening, good afternoon, good day, and good night. If anyone knows where that's from, you can go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I got out of work early. I did not expect to get home for at least another hour. And I'm going to level with you. I was lazy for like an hour. Because I was tired. A lot of running around when you work in the service industry. So, I got home and relaxed for about a half hour. Played with Freddy a little bit, almost lost a little bit of skin, but that's normal because the mittens are more serious than you think. Aren't they, buddy? Dead stare. Yeah. We know, Freddy. It's not like you can hide them. So, I am hoping that a few of the channel regulars are going to be here because, one, I owe a special shout out because, unfortunately, timing being what it is, we don't always get to have everybody on that we want. But when people from around the world, I love you too, buddy. But when people from around the world in different time zones are all on, well, unfortunately, you can't always get everybody on together. And, kind of sucky. But, I mean, it's a big planet. And with so many time zones, unfortunately, I have to operate in the time zones that I have. So, hopefully, the channel regulars who I have missed on a few of the last live streams will be able to come on. And when that happens, I owe them, again, a special shout out, and I will give it to them. And I will probably make a highlight for them at that time. And like I said, I owe some shout outs to some of the very kind people who are willing to converse with me and hang out with me. Hi, Brandon. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining. But as I was saying, some of those channel regulars we definitely want to shout out if they're able to go ahead and make it in. Hey, Jace. How you doing? Hope everything's good with you. Same with you, Brandon. I hope everything is well. I am getting ready to go ahead and... Excellent. That's the way we want it. We want it good or better, man. We just got to deal with it in times when it's not. Freddy has been waiting on Snackos. His bowl is abnormally low right now. So, we're going to take care of that. And I'm going to try and set the camera up where you guys don't have to look at my big ugly mug, but are able to go ahead and see me start Freddy's meal. And he knows what the bowl is. And he knows when I drop it. Well, it's Frederick Weasley. Oh, easy, buddy. It's not full yet. You gotta wait until it's full, and then once it's full, then you're good to go. So, I'm going to make Freddy's food. He's going to stalk me the entire time I make his food. Because there's absolutely nothing I can do with that. He knows the food's coming. Don't do it. Nope. Gotta protect your gear. And I am not wearing my jeans. So with the murder mittens that Freddy has, I do have to take it easy. Now that Freddy knows food's on the way, or there'll be problems. Hi, Wrigley. Hi, Madison. thank you for joining us. So I'm going to set this up down here, and you can watch Freddy try to slice me up. Oh, he's always hungry. Always, Tony. And from the 3 digits, I am sure you know what it's like to all of a sudden be very hungry. So I'm going to put the phone down for a second. Hey, I've been there. So I'm going to put the phone down for a second, and you guys can observe Freddy, like, basically try to cut me up. I'm just trying to make him some food. But, so because I don't have a camera stick or anything like that, I'm just going to put the phone down and allow you to hopefully get some view of him while I just want to make his food real quick. It's only going to take me like a minute. But, of course, going to start out with a little bit of his fancy feast and then some green grass, because cat grass is really good for him and he really likes it. He does have a Tigger-like effect, straight tiger stripes and all, but you'll see the tiger stripes more later. I just want to go ahead and make sure he's got his dinner all set up, and so I'm gonna do that right now, and you guys just sit back, give me like a minute, 2 minutes, because I like to take some of his cat grass and mix it with his dry food and his fancy feast, and then he's gonna be fine. So I'll be right back. You want to say hi, Fred? Go for it. Now, buddy, all you gotta do is wait for a minute. And you'll have all the snackos that you need. If anyone here is, unfamiliar with cat grass, it's just wheatgrass. It's really good for their coat, helps with digestion, keeps them in a nice little state. But I make him a little bit of a mix. And he really enjoys it. So as long as I'm keeping Freddy happy, I'm good. He's my son. I don't have kids. I don't have anybody else I got to deal with. I just have my boy. And he is very interested in his meal. But that's to be expected. All right, buddy. Oh, he definitely has more than enough catnip. All right, bud. Snack time. And that's Freddy's awesome cow lick. It's pretty cool, because that is permanent. It doesn't go away. And even when I put on like flea medication and brush it through his fur, his cowlicks there within an hour. But wanted to get him that because he needs it. And while he is snacking away right there, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little after work beverage, and I'll be good. Thank you, Tanya. I mean, his markings are kind of amazing. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen like a little box turtle. Oh yeah, he's got to eat his greens. But he will be getting some catnip. I just bought him a new scratch pad yesterday. And with his new scratch pad, trust me, it's going to end up getting a workout. But yes, thank you, Tanya. He is beautiful. And he is my son. My fur baby. Because that's how we're going to do that. And I'm making, of course, cat dad beverage. But I worked all day. So, I earned that one. And let me put this away so I don't get in trouble from the eye of Soren. Tyler, his name is Freddy. His full name is Frederick Weasley Fisher. My nephew named him. And he was a very big fan of Harry Potter. And Freddy actually has a brother who is like 50% white, 50% orange. And so his name is Ronnie. So Freddy and Ronnie Weasley. The last names, of course, will differ because Freddy is mine and Ronnie still belongs to my sister. Now, I just call him Freddy, not Frederick or anything like that, but Freddy has really big claws. And so I also call him Freddy because people who are as old as me remember Freddy Krueger. Hey, Cats for Nelson, good to see you again, my friend. And Tyler, Freddy is 5 years old. And I have had him for 3 years now. We've been sharing my little studio apartment, which is more or less his apartment. Yeah, that's his clothes, man. Freddy has accidentally made me bleed all over the place about 100 times, easily. So that is why I continue with Freddy. One, he's good in knowing his name. And so I think it's better to not rename an animal. Unless they're super, super young and they don't recognize their name yet. But Freddy does recognize his name. So I don't have to sweat that. Right now, he's just more concerned about his snacks. He wants his snacks. Yeah, Tanya, look, I mean, it's a thing. And that is also why I got Freddy his new scratch pad. Because he has, No, I have not, Tyler. I have not. But yeah, I will never declaw a cat. I will never dock a tail, dock ears, anything like that. I know people do it for looks. I'm just not a fan of that. I think it's not a good thing. And no, I have not tried a litter robot, but I also, I use cat pellets. Pine pellets. So I can get a 40-pound bag, basically, of kitty litter. The pine pellets, they absorb smells, they're easy to get rid of. But instead of having to throw out all that kitty litter and have it weigh down all the trash and everything else, all I have to do, yeah, I mean, people do it though. People do it. But all I have to do is basically his poop gets scooped out, goes down the drain, And then the wood pellets just get tossed off into the woods where the water eventually flushes out all the nitrogen and everything else. It does clump, not with the pee. However, when I fill up Freddy's litter box, it lasts about a week. And for a 40-pound bag, $5. I mean, think about how much you're going to be spending on clumping cat litter and how much and how quickly it goes, depending upon the amount of animals you have. But the pellets work so much better. And like I said, it's just wood. And it turns into sawdust after Freddy has used it. And after it rains, it's done. It's over. It just becomes mulch. And ends up going right back into the soil. Gives the soil nutrients. Makes everything so much easier. I only have one. But man. We definitely have some people who have a large amount of cats. So, now, step 2 of feeding Freddy. After we have gotten his meal squared away, I do like to make sure he's got something in the bowl. But also, because of, he's not using those murder mittens to scoop out the food. But instead, he knows that I'm going to come through and out of the corner of what was left, that is going to go on top of some of his dry food. There you go, Fredo. Good job, buddy. Well, Nelson, you're always welcome. I remember you commenting on some videos before, and I'm happy that you have subscribed, and it really does help me out. And a bit at a time, my friend, a little bit at a time, because eventually Freddy will end up paying for his own. Oh, you have Tom and Jerry. Nice. That's classic. But yeah, eventually Fredo will end up paying for his own fancy feast. That's the goal. Freddy, you have a job. Buy your fancy feast and your kitty litter. And I'll figure out the flea medication on my own. So, I'm having Great Stan, Whiskey, Polly, and Tony. Wow, 5 of them. Dear me. My apartment's way too small. Hey, do it. Nelson, do it. I keep trying. That's all I can do. But yeah, the sub count is going up. Yeah, it's almost at 800 now. It's kind of hard to believe because a couple months ago when I started, I think I was only at like 200. But it's the way it goes. Tanya, I really like Tom and Jerry, though. That's fantastic. Is one bigger than the other, though? That's what I'm curious. Like, do you have, like, a little cat and a big cat? Where one gets to go ahead and act like Jerry and one acts like Tom? Because that would be cool. That would be really cool. My family, they just got a golden retriever puppy. And they want Freddy to meet that golden retriever puppy. And I'm like, no, that's a bad idea. Freddy is still bigger than that dog. And it could be bad. Jerry is the tank. Love it. That's great. That's great. A little role reversal. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, so Freddy is going to go into cleaning himself. He just got done eating, and those of you who do have cats, you already know. I mean, they ate. It's time to clean. Gotta prune. Gotta make sure they look their best. Freddy is also from a litter of 5. There were originally 6 that were found on the side of the road. One, unfortunately, just didn't make it. And, I mean, that sucks. Because his whole family are large, beautiful cats. I lucked out where my sister allowed me to have Freddy, and Freddy is the only short hair in the bunch. So the rest of them are long hair. They look even bigger than they are, and this angle doesn't quite give you a lot, but for anyone who's been on any of the lives before, you'll note he is actually quite a tall boy, quite long. You saying hi? Oh no, no. He's just looking to see what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna walk right above him and drive him crazy. But he'll want to play soon. I like to give him a little bit after he eats before we play. Again, he wants to clean. He's got the itis right now. He's got to let some of that digest. That's good, Tyler. That's good right there. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes when you're too young or you can't form a word the right way. It's pretty funny. Let me put up the cat grass. By the way, if any of you guys do use cat grass, I cut it from the edge, I put it in a pan, I give it a little bit of water, and then I keep it in the fridge, because wheatgrass grows just fine as long as it's got some water in that temperature. So not really a big deal, but it's only like $10 for that. And that one right now is like a month and a half old. It keeps growing. There's dirt and soil in there and all that good stuff. But that the wheatgrass keeps growing. Sorry. And so when you get it, as long as you're not just like going all in on it, you're just trimming down what they need for a meal, and then putting it out of reach, then everything's fine. Freddy, if I leave it out, he'll try to eat the whole thing. So, just keep that in mind, and if you're unfamiliar or if you've never tried it. Hey, buddy. You relaxing now? Because people want to see your new scratch pad, Freddy. Your new scratch pad. And thankfully, when I bought the new scratch pad, it actually came with a little packet of fresh catnip. Still dried. But I need to buy another catnip plant to grow in my garden. And I know Freddy really wants to go outside. So, yeah, he's got the cutest little face. And he's also looking at the catnip that's in my hand. But, Freddy himself weighs 18 pounds. I know he doesn't really look super chunky. It's mostly the floof that he has, and Freddy's floof is awesome. But it's his tummy. And it's not actually It's not actually the fat. It's where this is what the hair on the rest of his family looks like. And it'll go any which way. Oh, huh? Thinking about playing? We're debating. But you are not getting me with the murder mittens. Nope. Because that'll end up hurting. But I know Freddy wants to go outside, so I'm going to let him digest for a little bit. I'm going to hold off on putting the catnip on this new scratch pad, and I'll take Freddy for a little nighttime walk. For those of you who don't know, like Nelson, you know, and a couple other people you guys know, Freddy will put on his harness, and yes, Freddy does walk with a harness. What you doing, bud? What are you looking for? Snackos? Yeah, I love you too. But you already had Snackos. But we're probably gonna go for a walk. And it's nighttime, so I'm going to ask now for you guys to accept my apology for the lighting. But it's nighttime. I usually work much later, but thankfully I was able to come out and get home a bit early. I mean, doesn't help my pocketbook, but at the same time, it allows me to hang out with Freddy. And so, you know, there's a little bit of a trade-off right there, because hanging out with Freddy is always good. Relax for a little bit longer. All right, buddy. Large cats are fun. They're really good to have. But there's that little bit of chaos. Like Freddy is always wondering what I'm doing and following me everywhere. So, but you'll see that. Alright, bud. So, for anyone that's been on one of my previous live streams, a lot of times I'll put the camera down. And when I put the camera down, Freddy will look at the camera, maybe give you guys a little knowing wink, and then walk away. So this time, I am going to walk over to the bed where I'll end up putting his harness on. And that'll be kind of when we get ready to go for a walk right there. Because he'll want to go pretty soon. And we're going to do that. Because I'm not going to take him outside when he's all on the catnip. Because he's an orange cat. There's enough issues. So, I'm going to see how long it takes for Freddy to decide that he wants to come out here and see what's going on. I'm guessing, so we're about, 10 seconds in? I'm thinking it'll take probably less than a minute. Not certain, because he did just eat. Hello, Sakura. Okay. He's made it 30 seconds. He's having really good restraint right now. Welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know. We might make a whole minute. I mean, I'd be surprised if we made it a whole minute. But it looks like we will. I don't know what Freddy's doing, but... Oh. He's cleaning. He didn't really clean much yet. What you doing, buddy? Chilling. Okay. Well, if you just want to hang out, that's okay. I don't make Freddy do anything, but I can tempt him. He still doesn't like wearing the harness, but he will. He will. Because he knows that's the only way we're going to travel outside together. Yeah, buddy, you know the rules. I don't want anything to get you. And he has the, of course, curiosity and the definite orange cat brain cell, where he will give it a try. Oh yeah, he is always going to be cleaning. So Freddy, do you want to go out? Alright. That's the new scratch pad. And he will use it whether there is catnip involved or not. Because that is one of his favorite things. His other favorite thing is the AC. He'll stand above it. I do keep it kind of cold, but he enjoys it. And he's also wanting to play with his other toy. That's how he lets me know. This is an amalgamation of all the other toys he has broken. Not totally all, but a lot of them. Yep, the orange brain shell is like a real thing. I just don't understand it. Alright. He will try to play with that by himself. Uh-oh. Now what are you going to do, Freddy? Thank you, Leslie. Now what are you going to do, buddy? Scratch pad. Oh yeah. Yep. And it's visible on more than one of my videos where Freddy is just completely rolling around in the dusty sand that is Central Florida, and just having a great old time doing it too. And then comes inside and cleans himself for about 3 hours, like solid 3 hours. Hey, Winnie, good to see you. Just hanging out with Freddy. Uh-oh, cleaning time. It is terrible. Yeah, Freddy used to do that. And so I just put it on, and I didn't even try to go outside. And if you put it on snug enough, like not over tight, but just like snug enough, it works. It does help. And it's just them getting used to it being on. And then when they get used to not trying to take it off inside, when you go outside, they're going to still try and take it off. Freddy has had a couple adventures that way. And I'm not a big fan of running after a young, fit kitten or a strong adult cat, when they are in the mood to sprint, it sucks. So I would try just putting the harness on even without the lead on it. I think Freddy still gets his 18 hours of sleep in a day. Yeah, it's always worth a try. You never know. It took me a year and a half before he would start taking it better. Nope, he's got to protect his baby now. His new scratch pad. Oh, does she do the head bunting or does she paw hit you? That's not nice. Freddy just likes to. Oh, that's not cool. See, Freddy doesn't do that. He head bunts me, or he'll put his head under my jaw and like rub with his head. And yeah, the claws hurt because Freddy also tries to, bake biscuits on me, only on me. And I tried a million and two ways that people have recommended to break that habit, and Freddy's like, nope, don't care, still gonna do it. I'm lucky in that regard. I am not lucky when he's baking biscuits. Uh, I used to have a thick comforter, and those claws still come through. And it sucks when it's like really just the sharpest part. Oh, yep. I did like the little cave making uh, in the blanket, trying to avoid Freddy for a minute. And then he's like, oh, what's going on in there? And that's that. Comes right in. Tries to fight. He's a goofball. It's not in a mean way. Uh, well, Freddy doesn't want to lay on my chest. He just wants me to get up. And he does want to bake biscuits. And then, other than that, unless it's like the, I don't know, coldest day that you get in Florida, and it's not like there's many that I would consider cold, he'll then at like some point lay down against me. Oh, Freddy loves food. He is a big old food driven boy. Well, easy, buddy. Sorry. I didn't mean to go ahead and wake you from playing with your scratch pad. How we doing, buddy? So it doesn't seem like you want to go outside tonight. Alright. Yeah, I had to pick one up and throw the other one out because it was completely shredded on both sides and just about every part of its surface. So I got tired of vacuuming every day. Alright, bud. Come on now. Oh, okay. Well, I thought we might go outside for a walk. But Freddy doesn't want to at the moment. So I guess we will sometime pretty soon. So I think I'll let you guys go in about 5 minutes. Uh-oh. I'm getting stared at. Ooh, that was a bit too much. Oh yeah. Accidents happen. It's okay, buddy. So, well, I mean, thank you everyone who came on tonight and who wanted to have a little quick chat. I did already let everyone know, and I made a post saying I will be back on tomorrow at midnight Eastern because um, I just wanted to try to schedule it better. So that's why I put that post out there. If you see it, like I said, tomorrow, midnight, and then I'll go ahead and have that ready. Tonight was just a little bit of what's going on. So I hope everyone has a good night. Thank you, and hopefully we'll see you again in the next one tomorrow. Say bye, Freddy. That'll work.